What's good? It is the All-Purpose Podcast. Greg Dortch, our all-purpose player, probably getting some love on the offensive side of the ball, making some big plays in the Cardinals passing game over the weekend. Excited to get into that conversation. What the hell were the refs seeing? I'm not going to let Greg say it. I'm going to say, what the hell are they watching out there in New York and on the field in Houston? So much going on. Plus, it's Thanksgiving week. Happy holidays en route for all of you out there, your families. Hopefully, you get to a nice, relaxing Thanksgiving. You get to stuff your face, have a good time. Saul Bookman, the GM, in the house. Also, Fire Gut driving the damn bus. We don't care when you get here. We are pumped that you are here.
Yeah, man, he's here early.
110 minutes? That's how long he's been waiting in the chat. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody in the chat. What's up, Jessica? What's going on? Greg, I'm sure bittersweet weekend for yourself. You get that opportunity, 6 catches, 76 yards, and making plays all over the yard. Team falls short, but how did it feel just getting in the mix? You're playing, over 80% of the snaps out there?
Yeah, it felt good. Just being back out there, contributing. It sucks that Mike had to go down for that to happen because I want to be out there with all the guys, but just to be back out there, man, and making plays, it was fun. And I didn't know at the time, but one of my friends called me and was like, last year when I played in Mexico, kind of the same story. All year, kind of didn't play it a little bit, and then Mexico game, Rondell had ended up getting hurt, so I had to play. So it was like a year from that day, same thing kind of happened.
Wow,
so
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, man. It's been a long journey
for sure. Did you see Bo's stat today about you?
I don't think I have.
It?
Yeah, I can bring it up.
Yeah,
basically, when you get 75% or more snap load, you produce big time results.
Yeah. Big time. Call that efficient. That's efficient. That's my
right.
job, man.
That was the point.
That's my job, man. I'm just trying to do my job at the end of the day. Help the team win.
I mean, you've been getting some love at the end of the season. I was just, hey, it's not going to change, guys. Let's play them a little earlier. Like week 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Yeah, when Greg Dortch gets 75% or more of the snaps on the offensive side of the football, here are your stats: 9 for 103, 7 for 63, 9 for 80. There was one outlier, 4 for 15, but you got targeted 10 times in that game.
That was Atlanta.
Yeah, that was Atlanta. My man knows. 10 for 98, and then most recently 6 for 76 against the Texans with what showed up today on Kyle Brandt's Good Morning Football, angry runs. You had that big 22-yarder.
Yeah, he was pumped. I saw that this morning. My dad sent it to me.
That guy's got some fire in his guy.
Yeah, he was pumped for sure.
But you got one problem with it, right? Let's get your name right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna give him a hard time, but it's Dortch. We gotta pronounce that right, man. Not Dortch. It's Dortch.
It's like my wife. She's Hispanic, and she always says that. Like her family always says the CH with a sh and the SH with a ch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's not Hispanic, so
I mean, mine's Brock, and people are like Bo Brack. Then Bo Brack. So, we deal with it.
You give him a pass.
Look, as long as people are trying to say your name, I think that's all that matters.
Yeah.
They give them a reason to. So, it was, the defense balled out at the end of that game, right? But then we hear, from coaching staff, Kyler, your teammates, post-game locker room, felt like there were some missed opportunities.
I think just the way the whole game went, being down at halftime and then being able to battle back and finding yourself in position to win the game in the fourth quarter and then you don't win. It definitely stings. That game stung. We felt that one. I feel like we played really, really hard, and we just fought our way back into the game, and we didn't win. So it definitely stung.
Do you think that was the most painful loss of the season?
I
mean, I know they all hurt.
Yeah. They definitely all hurt. Yeah,
but some
most
hurt a little bit more than others. You know what I mean?
For me personally, yeah, just because of I just told you everything, whole year, all of that, and then me finally getting the chance to play offense like that. So, yeah, this one, I really wanted to win really bad.
Now, that first series, electric play, 48 yards, Kyler to Rondell.
Yeah.
What did you see from field level?
I remember in the offseason, JG and Rondell had a conversation. He was saying shots. Yeah. That's what he was talking about. I was on the sideline on that play, but just seeing the ball up in the air just float like that, and then Rondell just tracked it beautifully. Everybody on their sideline was quiet. Like the whole stadium was quiet, and it was just us celebrating. And that's always a great feeling when you're playing away.
You know what I get kind of thrown off about is like you're here right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're all like nice and calm and cool and collected. But when we get in the field, it's like your alter ego comes out. Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it, man. It's just me and it's 11 other guys trying to tackle me. So I got to kind of switch into some type of mode. Yeah. That's what I love to do, man. I love football, bro. It's just the passion. I hope when I play, people can see the passion and just everything that I put into it. I hope that comes out when y'all watch me play.
No, I think that's why you're one of the fan favorites for sure, is because you do play with that passion. It doesn't matter if it's a 5-yard return or a 50-yard return. You always feel like, it seems to us when we're watching the games, that you feel like you're that close to breaking one, and you maybe you missed something or you got tripped up or whatever, and you're just like fired up, like you should be.
Next time, next time I'm gonna get it.
In the end zone. You know what I mean?
And back-to-back weeks, we see all that hard work, that patience, and that fire that you play with pay off. The huge punt return, and now a big game in the receiving game. How tough is it? Because I was talking to Britton Golden, who joins us on the pre and post game show every Sunday. Joined us on this podcast a couple weeks ago. How hard it is to track a ball that's coming over your shoulder, and I'm sure Kyler put it just as high as he did deep on that pass, 48 yards. I mean, how tough is that to bring down?
I'm not gonna lie. So we were talking about that after the game. We're talking about just Rondell's catch was difficult in general. I think a lot of people are just like they just have no clue. That's a tough catch. Just the way you have to track the ball and how high it is. Christian Kerr had one maybe 2 years ago against the Tennessee Titans, and it was like right over his shoulder. It was just like one of the toughest catches ever.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough, man. You have to practice it. Hand-eye has to be there. You just have to be confident that you can catch it.
What was your reaction? I mean, speaking of deep balls and the way Kyler's ball just kind of seemed like, obviously it has a certain trajectory and then it just looks like it just dies, right? Whereas last night, we're watching Mahomes and he throws that 75-yard dot down the field, and Valdez-Scantling can't come down with it.
Yeah, that's a tough catch too. And I think the weather was kind of bad at that game. But man, this is what we get paid to do. So that's a big time moment. I know he wanted to come down with it. I know next time he'll
Is it tougher in the dome? Because what BG was saying is you look up and it's just lights.
Lights, yeah. I feel like it just varies on which stadium you play in. Me personally, I'm gonna say anytime you play in a dome, it's a lot easier. You don't have to deal with the wind and all those variables. So playing inside is definitely favorable for me. I'm a returner. I would much rather be inside. So returner wide receiver.
Now, great play there. Play that everybody's scratching their head on was that punt. It looked like it clearly hit a Houston Texans player. They go to New York, they look at it on replay, and they can't return it. But what your role in that? You're obviously trying to get people away from the ball. What are you seeing from
just trying to be vocal? If I can't get to the ball and I see them kind of trying to block for me, just telling them to Peter, get away from the ball. Just get away from the ball, basically. And I think he saw me kind of late, and the ball was just perfectly dropped in between them two. And it clearly hit off of, I feel like it clearly hit off the Houston's player.
You guys didn't react.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like,
I felt like it was
Star
clear.
was there, and he could have jumped on the ball. I mean, and you're not really going to be not penalized, but like if he goes and jumps on the ball and then loses it, they clearly should see that it hit a Texans defender. And it's over.
That's what you should think. I think our offense took the field, their defense took the field. Like everybody thought that it was going to be our ball, and then the call came. It was like, huh? So,
have you ever been in Antonio Hamilton's position, like having to block and not returning the ball?
No, so I know it's tough though. Trying to block a guy and peek where I am, and like trying to see if I'm saying Peter get away while blocking him is tough. So
there's got to be a little bit of fear when you say Peter, you're like, oh shit, where's the ball?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the word. Where's it?
Peter, Peter, Poison, Peter. Yeah, like get away from it. Yeah.
something clear and distinct. So
Yeah.
that way, you know, there's no confusion.
Clear and distinct. It hit a Texans player. and
Clearly
then,
not.
You got Elijah Higgins. He makes a play. It looks like it's a 20-yarder, and that's the call on the field. And then they're like, yeah, there's definitive evidence to overturn that. It's like, what are we doing here? We got one where you don't have enough evidence where it looks like it's clear as day. It hits the guy between, you know, the 3 and the 7 on his jersey. And then you got, you know, Elijah Higgins where it might have got hit the ground or might have been aided by the ground. That wipes off 20 yards.
At that point, you just got to play the next play.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. Control what you can control and just go to the next play.
You know, CJ was throwing the ball pretty well in that first half.
He was, yeah. He looked very
zip.
Him and Tank Dell, their connection is crazy.
That was nuts.
Yeah. I talked to Tank Dell a little bit before the game. He's a really good kid. He has a bright future.
Big slot receiver, right? So you got most of your reps playing that Z, right?
Yeah.
What Michael Wilson usually plays. Is there, because you've been working as Rondell's backup, playing the slot most of this season throughout the preseason and training camp. Is it tough to go out there and run a different route tree?
I mean, I'm a receiver.
Yeah.
I'm a wide receiver, man. So I run routes. I catch the ball. It's no different.
I love it.
It's no different.
On a shirt. I run routes.
It's no different.
But nothing like as far as being inside to bump it out outside? No. There's no tricks of the trade. No. It's just throw me the ball. I'm finding open space.
It's football.
Yeah. All right.
I like that.
Now, we talk about the defense. We see, like, Kyzir White. I mean, you guys, like, all-out leader for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, what he does seems to transcend the playing field towards bicep
in
that game. And JG, it's no secret, he said he's going to IR. So you guys lose him. But he played 5 snaps with a torn bicep, which I'm sure is excruciating.
Yeah.
But just talk about Kyzir and what he means, what he's brought to this organization.
Man, he's everything. He's just like a dog. Like, you have certain players on the team who are just dogs. Like, you just know they're going to show up every time. And that's him. We signed him this offseason so he could be that. Yeah. And he's done that every game. So that sucks to see him go down. I know he was pissed off on the sideline. We talked for a little bit, but yeah, he was definitely mad about that.
I think that's one thing about, you know, usually when you're talking about a team there's only 1-2 games on the season, most people in the fan base would be really upset and, you know, and clamoring for things to happen and stuff like that. But this is definitely a different team because of the way how hard you guys play and like the effort out there. And Kyzir has been definitely the bell cow of that. Like, his emotion, it feels like it feeds off on everybody else as well. Sure. Because when he gets hyped, it feels like that defense kind of goes to another level.
Him and Buddha together is just like a bunch of juice. Like you said, man, our record isn't as good as we wanted it to be, but like, guys care. Like, you can tell that. Like, we play hard. So yeah, man, it sucks to see guys go down like that.
Yeah. And then you've got the play with Ham. He comes over, gets the 3rd pick of the game after that. You know, that could be, you know, felt like the wrong call, but the defense is able to be resilient and get you guys back onto the field. But Ham goes down, and it looks like he severely injured his groin. We don't know, you know, the extent of that, but just to see a guy just leave it all on the field, it's got to be.
He's another guy. He's had a long journey too.
Yeah, he has.
Couple teams. He's a for sure vet. He has everybody's respect in the locker room. Ham's just a guy you can depend on. So to see him go down too is just like, man, guys are fighting. You can't do anything else but fight for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you see the defense having your back like that, we got to go out there and perform too.
Yeah, Ham feels like one of those players where it's like, it just feels like sometimes he just has the worst luck. You know, like the punt right there. Like, you know, and then he makes a big play. Like, you guys needed that interception because they were driving. He gets that pick, and then he's
a soldier. Yeah.
He gets hurt. You're like, damn, man, my guy can't catch a break.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, even off the field. I mean, here's a guy that outright won the CB2 job last preseason, and he has the incident in his kitchen where he's got the freak burn injuries. It's just like the guy obviously
can't catch a break. Yeah, it feels like,
But I love his mindset. He's a guy, you know, everything happens for a reason. He finds kind of strength in it. And it's one of those players that you look up to, like, man, his road is pretty unbelievable that you don't hear that story every day.
No, you don't.
It's not the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift like that we're hearing. It's not grabbing headlines, but it's just as important for the NFL. So what's up, everybody in the chat? Let's see. Jessica saying too many bad calls from the refs. Jessica saying not our guy Greg. Let's not get him fined. Fishbowl Flash, Dortch, in your opinion, what needs improvement?
Yeah. Improvement in what?
Yeah, I mean, is it? I guess
gotta
maybe
be
we'll
more
just stay with.
specific.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
just. I'll say maybe the offense. How does the offense bounce back from last game?
Just go to work.
Yeah.
We got practice on Wednesday, so just attack the game plan. We played the Rams earlier in the year. Didn't have Kyler, so we have Kyler now. So, yeah, just focus. Take a day at a time.
Kyler, the way he's bouncing back, we're starting to see it from just what we're hearing from his head coach, from his play caller. We'll get into that, but first, got to tell friends about the Inner Circle, Circle K Inner Circle. You don't want to show up empty-handed on Thursday. Don't be that guy or gal. You could at least go get some snacks from Circle K.
At the very minimum.
At the very minimum, get if you're on your way to your Thanksgiving dinner, stop by America's Thrift Shop, or if you're just looking to gas up before you go, hit up Circle K, become a member of the Inner Circle. It's a new free membership program, 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups that you're going to save 3 cents per gallon every day. Get 6 free on a selection of Circle K products, pizza, coffee, ice cold fountain drinks. Join the Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply. Participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. So, yeah, I mentioned that. Kyler, we talked to JG yesterday. We talked to Petzing today. And it seems like he's been hitting those guys up nonstop. He watched the film with Petzing. He watched the film with Izzy, your quarterback coach. He talks to JG. What are you seeing from the quarterback trying to bounce back from what, he felt like it was a missed opportunity on Sunday?
Everybody felt like that.
Yeah.
But that's what you want, man. Like, I feel like that's what you want. That's the quarterback. He's the leader of the team. I know that loss ate him up. Like, when I say he's one of the probably the most competitive person like that I know, besides myself, like he like competitive. Like he doesn't want to lose in anything. So to see him attack it like that, like I'm sure when we got on the plane, he was asking about it. You get what I'm saying? Like he's eager. He wants to grow. And it's exciting, man. Like to go through what he's been through and to bounce back like that, just got to keep growing.
I feel like he's always been that player.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I think he's vocalizing it more for the public.
Yeah,
so that
he's
way
getting more confident.
they can kind of see a little bit more of what he's really all about.
Yeah, he's growing and maturing. I mean,
Sure.
that's just what comes with it. So I'm excited. Like you continue to just take steps day by day and just continue to grow. The sky's the limit.
For sure.
I feel like in the past he didn't have, the backing organizationally to where he could voice, hey, this is where we fall short and this is where we need to get better. Where now I feel like the infrastructure is there where they really like empower him. Like as far as what JG and Petzing and even Monty at the top, they're not going to, blame him for saying, hey, this is what we need to improve on.
Yeah,
this is
like
where
you feel like the trust is there.
Yeah,
that's good. I mean, I feel like it is too. I mean, I feel like if it wasn't, then you know what I'm saying, it's just not gonna work.
He's the franchise quarterback. You got to treat him like a
yeah,
franchise quarterback.
100%.
Otherwise, he's not your franchise
Right.
quarterback.
100%. So I love that.
Yeah.
That's great news.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where are some areas like outside of the game of football where he's shown his competitiveness and you're like, whoa?
Man, we talk all the time, man. We talk about like girlfriends and stuff. We just talk about different things in life. And you can tell like he's competitive. Like not that the way that he thinks is always right, but like he's firm on what he's standing on and like he's ready to argue both sides. So he's competitive, yeah.
You ever jump on COD with him?
COD?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played COD. We played Madden against each other before, yeah. So we've hopped on a couple times. I think we split both. Yeah, we split.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like competitive, like in relationships, like you hear somebody did something for their girl.
No,
and he
just
said,
like
go over time.
yeah, y'all trying to get all the tea, man. Y'all trying to get all the tea.
You said girlfriends.
I only said that because we had a conversation recently, but I can't really tap into that.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. He's competitive, man, just like me, man. We're two competitors.
I feel that.
Shadow boxing too. I've seen.
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm up right now. He can. He don't got nothing for me right now. He don't got nothing for me.
That's awesome.
You're the leader in the clubhouse there. Did you see recently this? Obviously, we talked about Monday Night Football, but recently on his podcast, Travis Kelce says he weighs retirement all the time.
I seen that this morning. How old is he?
He's in his mid-30s, right? He's older than Ertz, which a lot of people are shocked by. But he's
He's
a guy,
34, yeah.
Yeah, 34 years old playing.
Kelsey is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's older
Damn.
than Zach Ertz.
I didn't realize that.
And I'm
Yeah,
not
he's had
asking
a
you if
couple
you weigh
injuries.
retirement, but do you ever think about, what you're going to do post-playing career?
Hell no, I'm not gonna lie, I don't. Nah, seriously though, like I'm so like I feel like you can't be in two different spaces. Like
Okay.
if I'm gonna do this, I gotta be all the way locked in. Like I can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Not saying that I don't think about it and
Sure.
I don't have like plans and things that I want to do, but while I'm in this football and this what I'm doing, I gotta be all in. All my chips are in. Yeah.
Interesting.
If we pressed you, any other kind of like way of living, anything like appeal
Oh,
to
like
you?
after?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to stay around the game. I want to get into coaching. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Yeah, I do.
wide receiver or teams or what?
I haven't really thought that far, but just coaching, man. I feel like growing up, I don't know what level, I don't know what age. I might want to coach in NFL one day, but just giving back and the knowledge that I know and the coaches that have coached me and just the way they've impacted my life, I feel like I got to return that. I have to.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you're already thinking about like giving back. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah, that's important to
Right
me.
before we jumped on the mic, you were talking about you guys did some stuff giving
Yeah,
back
last
for
night.
last night.
Yeah, we gave a bunch of meals to a lot of people in need last night, Thanksgiving meals, man. So it was really good. It was a really good night.
You got the whole squad out there?
It was maybe about 7 or 8 guys. Me, Dennis Gardette, Cam Thomas, Lecky. It was a good group.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. I know those people, like, people that appreciate that stuff because there's so many people out here in this community that are just struggling. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So any lift that you can give them, it
can help.
it can really stretch them,
Yeah, for sure.
very
Go a
far.
long way.
And in some cases, get them across that finish line to get to the other side and really
100%.
rebound in their life. And it's just, that's a beautiful thing for sure.
100%.
Yeah, serving people, food, and then obviously having a conversation with them when they're obviously experiencing tough times. It's a great way to give back, especially this time of year. When we think about Thanksgiving, what's your top when you're hitting the buffet line?
Food.
When you're building your plate, what's the number one
Let's
thing?
not get controversial today, people.
Come on, let's go. It's 2 days from 48 hours from
All right, so I'm
Thanksgiving.
gonna say this. I would prefer ham over turkey.
Ooh,
I'm with you.
But I feel like turkey is better the next day. Like the next couple of days, like you can make a sandwich.
Yep.
Like it's just better the next couple of days.
I'm with
But
Greg on
I'm gonna
this
go
one.
with ham. Mac and cheese is good.
I think ham is mid as shit. I'm just saying. Like,
I
You
don't
think
even-
it's better than turkey though?
I do not like ham at all.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like ham at all. Sorry, man.
White
No-
meat, dark
no
meat. Where
fun.
are we at?
Oh, dark. 1,000,000% dark.
Wow, we are so different, man.
Dude.
I am.
That
That's
white
all right.
meat,
That's all right.
Like the white meat's okay, but you really got to know how to cook your turkey
100%.
To get
if you're
juicy-
getting
yeah.
juicy white meat. Otherwise,
that's
you
true.
got to go dark.
Yeah, Bo, I can understand why you're a ham guy over a turkey guy if you're like, yeah, I like the white meat better than dark meat. Because like if you're like, I like the white meat on turkey, you probably just don't like turkey.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man, you like what you like, man.
Stuffing. What else?
Stuffing is good, yeah. Cranberry. I feel like everybody has different
Potato preference. We going mashed. We going au
Um,
gratin. We going
Sweet
twice
potatoes?
baked. Sweet potato.
yeah.
Yeah, always sweet potato.
Sweet potato,
You gotta
yeah.
have sweet with the marshmallows on top.
Yeah, we can do that.
See, that
Always.
kinda-
Cranberry sauce
I don't
canned or
even know if-
homemade?
Homemade, yeah.
What were we gonna say?
I mean, I've never dabbled the marshmallow.
Really?
Come on, man. Come on now.
Missing out.
Oh my god.
What-
Missing
we're gonna
out.
take a sweet potato and we're gonna put like something sweet on top of it. Like
I mean, listen. First of all, with sweet potatoes, you gotta throw some brown sugar in there anyway,
okay.
because you gotta sweeten it up a little bit. Because the sweet potato by itself is not gonna be as flavorful unless you add a little bit something to it.
Mhm.
And then you throw the marshmallows on top, and you throw it in the broiler. You get that nice little, crispy
Crisp,
like
right.
crust, and then you go ham. Let's go, baby.
What's your most
go.
Saul? What's your most controversial Thanksgiving feast take then? Because you seem like you're on board with everything. You're just like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
To me, my number one side has always been collard greens. But it's only my Aunt Lucy's collard greens. Nobody else can cook collard greens like her, so that's me. Like I want that all the time. Also, pecan pie is the best. No, all the other
I'll
pies
pass.
are just they're just
I'll
mid.
pass on the pecan.
Come on now.
You a
Um,
pumpkin guy?
Yeah, I like pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin is
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Sweet potato.
I'll take those over apple pie, cherry pie. I'm not on warm fruit pie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't really like pecans in general. I feel like we're missing meatballs. I feel like I've had meatballs at Thanksgiving before.
I've never had meatballs.
Like
Yeah,
with
I've had
marinara
meatballs.
sauce?
No, just like barbecue meatballs.
Ooh, I like those.
Yeah, I've had that
I
at
mean,
Thanksgiving before. I've had that.
That's
as a
like a
dish.
staple at any like potluck.
Sure,
Yeah, I've
sure.
had that, yeah.
Sure. We have
It's a good touch.
like we have we do the deviled eggs. We
Mhm.
do deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs. I forgot about those.
Yeah, we do deviled
Man,
eggs.
you
and then
making
we-
me hungry,
then
man.
we do,
I ain't gonna lie.
we do pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
Just to snack on during the day, and then when we get to those afternoon games, then we have our meal. So
Yeah.
I love that we plan it out for the football
Always,
watching.
man.
Yeah,
It's always gotta be
well,
that.
growing up, we weren't allowed to touch the food until like it was done. So it was no snacking. It was none of that. So I don't miss that.
I feel like Jacob's got some controversial Thanksgiving takes too. What do you got? You got one.
I mean, I'm just not a huge I'm just not a huge Thanksgiving person. That'd probably be my controversial take. Like,
Why?
if it was up to me, like I'd put my Christmas lights up after Halloween and just call it good.
Yeah, you don't like food?
I mean, but like I like, it's okay.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
is the best holiday of the year
No,
I
A million
agree with
percent.
I disagree.
because Christmas
Yeah,
is like
if it's not one, it's two. Yeah.
Christmas is so much pressure to try and make sure you get the gifts and all this other
Yeah,
stuff and
yeah,
the
yeah.
money that goes in. Like, But Thanksgiving is just like, hey, we're just gonna cook and we're gonna hang
Yeah,
out.
just come
That's
on
it.
over.
Let's have a good time. Watch
But
some
yeah,
football.
he said I got a controversial take. That's my
That's a
controversial
terrible
take.
take. That's not controversial. That's
take.
just bad.
I hate it.
It's
Speaking
funny.
of Christmas lights, I put mine up just the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, my
I
little-
did as well, but
Yeah.
I won't turn them on until after Thanksgiving.
Okay. He's got so many rules. He's got.
Right.
going
I
on.
know, man.
How do
And
you
they're
keep
kinda
up with them all?
contradictory.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
goodness, man.
And any Thanksgiving memories? Did you ever play a turkey bowl?
So growing up in high school, if you played growing up in high school, the state championship game was always like after Thanksgiving. So if you were playing after Thanksgiving, like that was good. And I did that maybe twice, and then I think we lost one year, and then we won the championship that year. So I always remember that. Like playing after Thanksgiving is a big thing in football growing up.
Here, it's always the Territorial Cup. It's
Mm.
always right after Thanksgiving. It's usually that Friday after Thanksgiving or the Saturday. This week, it's that Saturday. And so it's like we all have harmony, and then we all hate each other for a day,
Yeah,
and then
that's
we go
love.
back. So
Are you feeling like you could throw the records out with this rivalry? We got 3-win ASU versus
I don't think this.
8 or
I
9
don't think
win.
this week is going to be like that. I'm just
Uh,
my
ev-
humble opinion.
Yeah, everybody killing in the chat. Fire gut driving the damn bus. Steak and Fritz, a ribeye. All right, now we're
How
talking.
you eat your steak, bro?
Medium to medium rare.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
like it too.
I thought he was about to go well at the end of
Dude,
that.
if he
I was
would've
like,
said,
oh,
"Oh, man," I'd
gotta
have been like,
see
I'm
you
out,
later.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm not Patrick
You can't
Mahomes.
eat
Like,
with me.
just grill the shit out of it and throw some ketchup on it. No, I respect the
no.
meat. Cook it with a
Please.
flashlight. I'll go with that.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, medium.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Love Thanksgiving on my birthday, the 25th. Happy early birthday. Jessica, whoa, turning them on after Thanksgiving is scandalous.
Okay, so it's not for us. We would turn them on, but we, out of respect for the people that do like Thanksgiving, we don't want to force feed our Christmas lights down their throats.
That's way too damn respectful.
Dude, it's for real, man. Like, ain't nobody care about your lights.
Be surprised.
Are you serious right now? Are you just? I mean, like you were like the nicest neighbor. Man, some of my neighbors don't. they don't
I feel
give a
like
shit.
if Saul lived in your neighborhood, he'd be like driving by your house.
I'd leave
blaring
him up
Christmas
year-round.
music.
Yeah, I'd leave them up year round.
Really?
Damn.
Wow.
All right.
All right. Well, I have my here's something bad. My Christmas tree is still in my backyard from last year. Yeah, I just never threw it away.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just haven't.
How dead is it?
Oh, it's dead as shit. Like it's falling, but the needles are everywhere. I'm like, might have to cut it up and just throw it on the fire.
Oh man! With Thanksgiving comes obviously Black Friday, all the biggest sales of the year, and of course Shady Rays is participating. They've got the biggest sale of the year on Black Friday. Don't miss out on the biggest deals for shades, snow goggles, prescription sunglasses. Go to shadyrays.com. Try some shades that are rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. Also exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out the best deal. It continues to go on at shadyrays.com and also at their store up in Kierland Commons in North Scottsdale. If you use the code or tell the sales associate PHNX, they're going to give you 50% off on 2 or more pairs of the premium polarized sunglasses that they have going on right now. Try for yourself those shades rated 5 stars or more by 250,000 people. And if you're, too maybe dialed in on what you've got to cook up on Thursday for Thanksgiving, in the meantime, today, tomorrow, save yourself on the cooking. Go to Burrito Express and grab a burrito from our friends. Of course, multiple value locations. We talked about giving back. Burrito Express, all about endearing themselves to the community here in Arizona, Phoenix area, Tempe. They are currently working with Arizona State student athletes. No matter what Saul says about the Territorial Cup, they are invested in our student athletes.
Listen. I've told Jacob this. I've told everybody in this office this. Like, I support ASU until they can either affect or they have to play U of A. It's in my vested interest.
This one is probably one of the most important territorial cups that we've had in a long time.
Is it?
Why?
In terms of if Oregon State beats Oregon on Friday?
Oh yeah, from a U of A perspective for sure, not from an ASU.
For ASU perspective, yeah, because we care about stopping you guys from getting that game.
Of course.
That's cute, right? I mean, I just don't think it's going to happen. It's just
what time is the game?
2:30 or 1:30 in the afternoon.
Saturday now, right?
Yeah. See, this is why I feel pretty good about this week, is because Fish is already talking about the fact that they had a 70-7 score 3 years ago when he wasn't the coach. That's the reason why he is the coach now, is because we got blown out so bad.
Get back.
Dude, they're thinking about that. They're we're waiting for the day that can happen for us.
Everything goes out the window in this game, though.
I hate that.
Everything goes out the window in this game.
Throw out the records, ladies and gentlemen. This one, it's a rival. It's a heated rival.
Fight.
Who's your rival in college? Was it Clemson?
Duke.
Okay,
Yeah.
Duke and Wake Forest. Okay, gotcha. Was that pretty heated?
It was really NC State, but I feel like we had a couple of rivals that we really didn't really like to play like that. Yeah.
Did you have a bigger rival
Not that
high
we
school?
didn't like to play. We loved to play them, but we didn't like each other.
Gotcha.
I say yeah.
Okay. Did you have a bigger rival in high school?
Yeah, it was a couple teams. Just I feel like all the good teams rivals.
Okay.
You feel like you guys have a rivalry in your division?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we don't really like Seattle like that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's just Seattle, San Fran, really all the teams.
What is it about Seattle? Is it they run their mouth a lot?
Trying to set my
I don't know. No. I think it's just the whole history behind Seattle and what they just stand for. Pete Carroll, when you go into their place, you better be ready. They're amped up talking, and they're in our division, so it's just it's a rivalry. Yeah, it's a fun game to play.
Yeah,
it's a fun game. Yeah,
you like Seattle? You like playing in their stadium?
Yeah.
Is it louder than anywhere else? Because they really try to hype up.
Yeah, it is loud. Shockingly, Houston was loud too. I know when we go to Philly and the Steelers, it's gonna be loud there too. But Houston was definitely loud, louder than what I thought.
Else.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh better be loud because they can't really get anything going offensively. They need everything they can get going.
Oh, I know Philly's gonna be that might be the loudest of the season because they're already. They already feel some type of way about some people on the staff.
I've heard about Philly.
So it'll be interesting.
So we talked a little bit about throwing it back. We did get a throwback video that we talked about on the last episode.
Pull it up.
Get into our mentions. Look at this man putting in the work.
My head is
2 years old.
My head doesn't match my body.
2 years old. On your vacation, you're putting in the work. You showed a strong work ethic all the way back then.
I've seen this video 3 times. This is funny.
That's wild.
How did you get that, bro?
Good form.
Bro, how did you get this, bro?
Mom of Dortch hit Saul and I up on the bird on Twitter.
Just random.
And big thanks to your mom for giving us this video. This is hilarious. There's no way my 2-year-old could do this. This is actually pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. That's good. That's good coordination and balance, man. 2 years old.
God given.
Let's go, man.
Just throw him a ball over his shoulders, and he's just gonna look like what we saw this past weekend.
Probably fall over, and my head was super big. I took my head, I probably fall over.
That's funny.
Well, great shout out to Mama D, Greg Dortch's mom, for making letting us see that video. It's fantastic. Big thanks there. Big thanks to Greg Dortch this week. Big game coming up. Looking forward to more reps out there with this offense with Kyler Murray and more big games from you, my man.
For sure.
I'd like to see you get in the end zone this week.
I feel like this is the week.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling real good about this week.
I definitely feel like you're due.
Which one would you prefer? Because you've been close to breaking one. Would you rather it be in the return game or?
Return game. Yeah. Return game.
Yeah.
Like just I don't think like the excitement that returns bring into stadiums, like it's because it's rare. So you take one back, it's just like stadiums lit.
It's electric.
Lit, yeah.
Greg also wearing his PHNX flag shirt. You can save yourself some big coin coming up here in the next couple days. We got the big sale going down Black Friday, up to 90% off. Spend $75 and get a $15 gift card. Look at all those glorious shirts, the hats. You got the celebration, maybe Baby Yoda pose down there. You got the Bird Gang t-shirt, PHNX, Southwest Bias. All that going to be on sale. Check it out, PHNX Locker. Have that handy the next couple days. Check off a bunch of your holiday shopping this weekend when we have our PHNX Black Friday show. Look out for it. We'll drop links on our socials. Greg, have a great game, man. We will talk to everybody on Tuesday. Drop a like, subscribe to this channel as well. Talk to you on the All Purpose Podcast soon.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We all silly like the mayor.